Crunch. Leaves explode under our sneakers as the porch light snaps on. Go! Someone yells, and we rocket up the steps like a small stampede. Pillowcases open, a door creaks, and the warm smell of chocolate meets cold October air. In the 1950s, Halloween isn't a quiet night, it's a living track meet. Bikes abandoned on lawns, pumpkins flickering like tiny lighthouses. Somewhere down the block, a radio hums a ball game, but closer, right here, it's candy, masks, and breathless laughter. We're not talking history. We're mid-run, mid-laugh, mid-grab. The rules are simple. Light on means treats, light off means move. We're learning the map of a brand new suburb the fastest way possible, door by door. Keep up, because around the next corner comes a twist. The costumes aren't just homemade anymore, and the masks? They're about to change everything. The lesson hits in a single glance. Porch light glowing, you climb. Darkness, you jog past like it's lava. Kids in the 50s treat each house like a checkpoint. A bright bulb turns a stranger's stoop into safe ground. We hover at the edge of the doormat, shoulder to shoulder, waiting for the bolt to slide and the candy bowl to appear. The bulb is mercy on cold fingers, a tiny stage light that says, "You're welcome here." One block over, a row of dark windows challenges us. Do we risk a knock? No way. Save time, save steps, save your breath for the next lit porch, because that one might be handing out the good stuff. These streets are fresh ink, curving cul-de-sacs, tidy lawns, short driveways begging to be sprinted. Halloween turns new suburbs into obstacle courses. You plan the route like a heist, start at the circle, cut through the side yard, hit the houses that line up like dominoes. The sidewalks are wide, the traffic light, and the porches sit close enough that you can spot 3 bowls from one spot on the curb. Every kid carries a mental map. Mrs. Gray's porch is 2 steps up, Mr. Lopez has a doorbell that sticks, and the new family at the end? Rumor says full-size bars. Keep moving. This brand new neighborhood is a candy mine, if you work it fast and keep your eyes open. Black cats with arched backs glare from the glass, their orange eyes cut from shiny paper. Jointed skeletons dangle near the drapes, elbows and knees swinging when the door opens. These decorations are light as breath and loud as a shout. Halloween lives here. You see them at school all week, then again tonight, taped to picture windows and classroom doors turned front porches. The paper is thin, the colors bold, orange that pops like a pumpkin's grin, black that swallows the lamplight. We read those shapes like road signs. Witch hat, ring the bell, grinning cat, ready your thank you. Next up, the masks that crackle when you smile. Some kids appear in bed sheets cut into ghosts, stitches still visible where mom hemmed the eyes. Others step out of dime store boxes, vinyl smocks that shine like raincoats and face masks molded into famous smiles. The homemade ones smell like closets and chalk dust. The boxed ones smell like new plastic and a little trouble. You can hear the boxed masks coming, a crinkle with every breath, a tiny drum beat when they bump the candy bag. Homemade wizards and cowgirls move easy. Boxed robots and superheroes look perfect, move stiff. Both kinds work, but the new store-bought faces do something electric. Suddenly, we can become what we watch. And what we watch is about to stampede across the sidewalk in coonskin caps and black capes. Ready? The TV heroes are here. The block turns into a casting call. Davy Crockett's coonskin cap bobs past a pint-sized Zorro. Superman's S gleams under a jacket. Television has climbed off the screen and onto the sidewalk. You recognize everyone because you saw them after school. The Masked Avenger, the Space Ranger, the Frontier Scout. Those cardboard swords aren't sharp, but the confidence is. Kids swagger, capes snap, toy six-shooters ride in plastic holsters that look real enough in porch light glow. Even the shy kid stands taller under a cardboard crown. And if the cap fogs your mask, you pop it up to your forehead and run anyway. Keep watching because grown-ups are about to join the safety talk, literally stitched into the costumes with shiny magic that flashes in headlights. Moms pin reflective patches to sleeves like badges. Some costumes arrive with sparkle stripes that catch a car's beam and fire it back. We shrug, we nod, we go. At the curb, the shimmer blinks like tiny lighthouses. It's not fancy, it's survival with a little flair. The glow says, "We see you." Kids test it. Step into the street, watch a wrist flare, step back laughing. It's one more signal in the night, like pumpkins and porch bulbs, carving bright paths through dark blocks. Speaking of bright orange, there's a small box rattling with coins in some kids' hands. Alongside the candy sack rides a little cardboard cube the color of a traffic cone. You hold it by a string, maybe a shoelace, and it clicks when nickels drop in. For kids around the world, the teacher said, and tonight you repeat it at doorways. The grown-ups nod, proud, and sometimes add a coin to the box and a caramel to your bag. The sound becomes part of Halloween's rhythm. Knock, trick or treat, clink. It feels big, like helping and snacking at the same time. Keep moving. Pockets are heavier, and so is your bag. Ahead waits the great debate. Chocolate or sugar sticks you can pour like a magic potion. Open the sack and it's a parade. Smooth-wrapped chocolate bars with neat corners. Little rolls of tablets that rattle like tiny maracas. Nuts, nougat, crisped rice. And, brace yourself, those paper straws filled with pure sugar you pour like a wizard brewing a spell. Some houses hand you chocolate that melts just from your palm heat. Others deal out rainbow wafers in tight rolls, easy to trade by the tube. And then there's the wild card. Powder you sip, chew, or accidentally sneeze. The candy bowl decides your next sprint. Chocolate house? Mark it on your mental map. Hard candy house? Save those for grandma. Licorice? Offer it to your brother for 2 caramels and a truce. Every handful is a tiny personality test. The wrappers crackle, the sugar hits fast, and you swear the night gets brighter after each bite. But not every treat is factory wrapped. Some treasures are warm, sticky, and made right at home. Before scare stories shut them down, front rooms smelled like popcorn syrup and cinnamon. A neighbor with a big smile would drop a glossy popcorn ball into your bag, still a little warm. Someone else offered caramel apples on wax paper, heavy, beautiful, dangerous to braces that don't exist yet. You'd try to sneak a bite between porches, caramel stringing like spider silk. Donuts dusted with sugar showed up at church parties, stacked like wagon wheels beside a tin of cider. We trusted kitchens we'd stood in all summer. A name on a porch was better than a label on a wrapper. Keep your bag ready, because the bag itself is about to become a character in our story. Paper sacks grin with printed ghosts. Some are simple brown grocery bags, stamped with a pumpkin by a helpful mom. Others are canvas, homemade, tough, ready for the long haul. And then there's the secret weapon, the pillowcase. It doesn't rip, it doesn't argue, it just swallows candy like a bottomless well. You loop it over your shoulder like Santa and keep going. The bag talks by sound. Thin paper whispers, plastic crinkles, cloth thumps. A full bag changes your strategy. Take the short route home, drop the load, and head back out. One more surprise ahead. Treats that aren't really food at all, but kids chew them anyway. You bite into a pair of giant red lips and suddenly you're a cartoon. They taste like nothing and everything. A sweet, waxy prank. Someone else scores wax fangs, a cousin to the candy but really a toy. We pose on porches, wax grins sliding, laughter doubling us over. They don't last long, they never do. But for one picture window moment, every kid looks like a movie poster. Snap out of it. There's a tempo to keep. The night runs on rails. Knock, chorus, clink, thank you. Time to ride that rhythm. You can set a watch by the beat. Shoes on steps, knuckles on wood, the chorus, trick or treat, and the soft rain of candy on paper. Thank you, you shout, already backing away. The door closes, the porch dims, and the next house waits like a drum roll. It's exercise without the gym, manners without the lecture. A marathon of small moments. Sometimes the door opens to a story. A grandpa in suspenders, a grandma with a cat who hates your mask, a teen dressed as a vampire handing out loot with a smirk. You collect faces as much as sweets. Up next, we widen the shot. It's not just you, it's a pack, a little moving town of capes and sneakers. Nobody walks alone tonight. A gaggle forms naturally. 2 pirates, a ghost, a ballerina, somebody's big brother in a varsity jacket playing shepherd. The big kids pace the curb calling car and wait up like traffic cops. We trade gossip between porches, who's giving pennies, who has caramel squares, who ran into a barking dog. The group gives you courage and speed. If you trip, 8 hands yank you up. If your mask strap snaps, someone fixes it with a bobby pin. If a porch looks spooky, laughter pulls you forward anyway. And when grown-ups want calm, they offer a solution. Come inside, win a cake, and bob for apples. The gym smells like floor wax and popcorn. Streamers droop from basketball hoops, and a hand-painted sign promises a cakewalk. You follow chalk numbers in a circle while a record player crackles. Win once, you get a layer cake in a cardboard box, and the heroes walk to your mom's car. Down the hallway, a spook room waits. Peeled grapes in a bowl become eyeballs, cold spaghetti guts, a cardboard coffin guarded by a senior in a Dracula cape. There's a fishing pond game with clothespins and mystery prizes. The adults beam. This is Halloween under a roof, supervised, safe, still wild enough to feel like a secret. And in the corner sits a wash tub that dares you to dunk your whole face for glory. Ready? Deep breath. Apple time. You kneel, hands behind your back, hair already damp from someone else's splash. Apples bump like boats. The cold shocks your cheeks, your ears, your courage. Then, chomp. Your teeth catch the skin, and you rise gasping, water streaming, victory apple clenched like treasure. Everyone cheers, and you claim a paper towel like a trophy cape. The apple tastes better because you earned it. Somehow crispier, colder, funnier. You towel off and head back into the night air, feeling 3 inches taller. But outside, there's another tradition trying to fade. Little pranks that haunt the edges of the holiday. The sidewalks, remember, there's soap on one window, faint loops like ghost handwriting. A tree down the block wears a few lazy strands of toilet paper, fluttering like white flags. Most tricks are harmless. Gate latches flipped, doorknobs greased, pumpkins turned to grinning targets. Communities push for treats over trouble, and the carnival lights help, but the echo lingers. You feel it as a shiver when the wind picks up and the street goes quiet between houses. Then a little kid giggles and the spell breaks. Time to hurry home. The living room is about to become a movie theater with monsters who feel like cousins. Clear the coffee table, click on the TV, and boom, black and white shadows pour into the room. A horror host cracks jokes between reels, and suddenly Dracula isn't just a book cover. He's right here, cape and all. Frankenstein lumbers, the Wolfman howls, and everyone piles onto the rug. The glow paints masks on faces, making even your dad look like a creature when he leans forward. Commercials hit and we sprint for cocoa or one more piece of candy. It's scary, but it's a family kind of scary. Scream, laugh, hide behind a cushion, peek again. By the time the credits crawl, you're brave enough to check the backyard alone. Almost. For the truly bold, there's another screen lighting up the night, huge, under the stars, with monsters the size of houses. Pile into the car in pajamas under coats, a thermos wedged between the seats. The drive-in lot glows like a fairground. You hook the speaker on the window, metal, cool, tinny, and the screen blooms with giant bugs, alien pods, or a blob rolling toward a screaming crowd. The picture crackles, breath fogs the glass, and you make portholes with your sleeves to see better. Parents whisper, kids trade popcorn for candy, and once in a while the horn honks by mistake and everyone laughs. The monsters look less scary from the back seat, more like neighbors in rubber suits. Still, when the music swells, you press closer. When the credits roll, you count shooting stars and half sleep home. Tomorrow the playground will argue which creature could beat which, and the cartoons have an answer of their own. On a small screen, a witch with a broom knocks on Donald's door, and everything that happens after feels like a rule book written in laughter. Be generous, share treats. Don't be the grump who gets hexed. Kids absorb it without trying. The cartoon's colors and gags swirl right into our night. Brooms become props, pumpkins look more alive, and pranks turn gentle. You can hear the theme tune in your head as you walk to the next porch. Even the stingiest house softens a little, pressing an extra piece into your palm. Keep moving, the street is glowing. There's a classic waiting for you at every stoop, the grin that never goes out. Carved triangles and snaggletooth smiles flicker like code. Each pumpkin tells you who lives here, careful hands or wild ones, patient artists or last-minute hackers. The smell of singed pumpkin lid drifts out each time a door opens. Sometimes the candle gutters and the face looks sad. Someone reaches in with a match and whoomph, the grin returns. We check every porch for the best carve. Cat eyes, star pupils, maybe a crooked smile that looks exactly like the homeowner. The light is more than decoration. It's a beacon, a promise. Step up, knock, collect, dash. On some porches, along with wrapped sweets, you'll hear a clink. Right beside the candy sit pennies and nickels. A few adults slip change into your palm like a secret handshake. It's not flashy, but to a kid, coins mean independence. Gum tomorrow, a comic book next week. Sometimes the money skips your pocket and lands in that orange charity box. And the nice part is nobody makes a speech. The sound, metal on metal, becomes part of the music of the night. Then it's home base time. Living room floor, inventory mode. Prepare for the greatest marketplace in childhood. Dump the loot. The pile spreads like a treasure map. We sort into nations: chocolate, caramels, hard candy, taffy, mystery. Negotiations begin. 2 wafers for 1 minibar. Throw in a caramel. Done. You shift strategies as the supply changes. Someone lowballs with licorice. Someone hoards the last peanut butter cup like a dragon. Parents walk by, shake heads, and smile when they think we're not looking. The best trades happen late when sugar crashes and defenses lower. You end up richer in exactly what you love, poorer in everything else, and somehow happier. Tomorrow, back at school, the classroom will tell you whose decorations won October. All month, the classroom has been a countdown clock. Black cat cutouts on the windows, grinning pumpkins taped to the pencil sharpener, a jointed skeleton over the map. The day after Halloween, Wrappers appear on the teacher's desk like confetti. Stories spill, the biggest pumpkin, the scariest porch, who ran into a shrub in a Darth mask. The paper decorations that watched us do spelling words also watched us race porches. That's the trick. School and street share the same symbols. But if you look closely, those symbols are changing. Homemade giving way to shiny, packaged, portable. The candy aisle is winning. Year by year, the balance tips. The popcorn balls fade, the wrapped minis multiply. It's easy math, sealed, stackable, shareable. Advertisements whisper that safety comes in cellophane, and busy families agree. The bowl that once held sticky apples now brims with bars that snap cleanly in half. We miss the warm kitchen smells, but we love the rainbow of wrappers and the way they pour like coins. The holiday becomes portable. Toss a handful in a purse for a party, stock a porch with a bag from the store. Done. The shift feels small as it happens, but look around. Halloween is standardizing, and the standard is sweet and sealed. Even so, the heart of the night, kids, streets, lights, stays the same. And that's where the magic actually lives. By the mid-50s, a pattern has clicked into place so neatly it feels ancient. Costumes, porch lights, thank yous, trade piles. Ask any kid then, and they'll swear it's always been this way. But listen closer. You can hear the newness humming. Television heroes on the sidewalk, coin boxes next to candy, shiny masks, store-bought sweets. It's a fresh tradition wearing an old, friendly face, and it works because it's both. Adventure wrapped in manners, chaos wrapped in community. Take one last run down the block in your mind. Hear the leaves, see the pumpkins, smell the chocolate. We're almost home. One last porch, yours. Kick the door shut with your heel, dump the bag, and let the night echo in your ears a little longer. Knocks, laughter, the fizz of a candle, the clink of coins, the crinkle of wrappers. The 1950s built a Halloween machine that still runs. Simple rules, safe streets, shared fun, and a pinch of spooky. If you felt yourself speeding from porch to porch just now, that's the spell working. Keep it alive, light your porch, smile at the costumes, and hand out the good stuff. And hey, if this trip back lit up your own memories, do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe for more time travel stories, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next wild chapter. More unbelievable nights are coming.